Hello, we are back at our first episode of our podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the Titan submarine. It was a small submarine that was launched in Manitoba or Nova Scotia. So we have a contestant Jawad with us today. Do you want to say anything about the Titan submarine?
Yes, this submarine, Ocean Gate, the company name is Ocean Gate, and they arrange the trips for the visitors who want to go into the ocean to see the shipwreck, and they're sending trips since 1967. This was not the first one, and they had very successful trips, and this was unfortunately the first disaster, and it was so bad for the families. Yeah, and the thing is that these five people, they were so crazy, and they were experienced as well. This was not the first trip for them, except the Pakistani businessman, Shahzada, and his son, Shahzada Dawood, I think.
And Suleiman Daoud.
Yeah, Suleiman Dawood, his son. This was probably the first their experience, but it turned into a disaster.
Yeah, so the three billionaires. So one of them was the CEO of the Ocean Gate Company. So, as you all know, that the submarine was very, very small. So, it was at least big as a bed, and it was really small. So the people probably couldn't even they can't stand up in it. They could probably sit down as much as they can. So, Jawad, anything else?
Yeah, actually, that submarine is designed for not more than 7 to 8 hours, because it's not that comfortable. You cannot even stand in that. You cannot even lay in that. There's no washroom in that. So you can say that the very dangerous thing is that when they close the door, there's no lock. What they do is they use the bolts to close the door, and when the people are in, they cannot open the door by by themselves.
It's controlled like with a little controller.
Yeah, you drive it without controller, but you cannot open the door because it is not locked. It is, they close the door with the bolts. So when the submarine will come on the surface of the water, it will be opened by the other people who are outside. So that was, it was just like a grave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think it was James Cameron.
Yeah, actually, when the disaster happened, they took. There's another one who went to see the shipwreck before the Titanic. It was created in early 1990s.
Yeah. So he went to check the Titanic down, and like almost all the time, the Titanic has like vines and like the tiny little parts, the doors, the tables that were inside the Titanic, the interior, exterior. Some parts, I don't know personally, so they fall down. So when that man was down to check the Titanic, uh, pieces start falling off the Titanic. So he said, "Oh, it's not possible for me to get back to the surface because it feels like that I'm gonna be with those souls that were like in the Titanic. I'm gonna be with them." He didn't look, but successfully he survived and made it up there.
Yeah, there was another person, Dr. Gers. He was the first one who went to see the shipwreck, the first human being, and he said that when he went in under the ocean, it is, you cannot express the feelings because it is so scary because I think it is almost 2 miles under the ocean. So when you go into the ocean after 200, 300 feet, the sunlight disappears, so you
Mm,
can't see anything. Plus, the water is extremely cold. Plus, the water pressure. This is the main thing that it is hardly. It's very hard to, survive under
yeah.
that ocean. You need special equipment. So when they went under the ocean, he said that it was dead dark. You can't see any fish over there as well because under the ocean,
There's
on the bottom, there's hardly any fish.
so the Titan submarine on the last day they say it exploded because of the water pressure. Yeah, it's really possible because staying in there for at least like I think 3 or 4 days, the water pressure must have worked. And now they keep on finding like pieces of the Titan submarine. Yeah, so it's pretty sad.
Yeah, it is. It is such a, you can say it's very, very sad moment for the families because
And
it's very
yeah,
difficult for them to understand that what happened. No one knows that why the submarine exploded.
we have ideas, but
Yeah,
on top of our minds, we do not know anything
yeah.
about it right
You
now.
can't say anything with certain. There's no, you can say that we don't have any solid knowledge about that.
So that is it for today, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 about our next event.